Hi there, Robin here, and in this video we're going to be talking about the Pyle PLMR692. So if you've got a boat or anything else that already has some 6x9s in it and it's time to replace them, and you don't want to have to redo the whole thing, this is a great way to go. This is a 6x9 and it is marine proof, which is really nice. We're going to cover how it's marine proof besides being white in a second. So first we'll talk about the wattage and where you probably want to, use this on. So it is 260 watts peak per speaker, and that would make it about 130 watts each. So if you're putting on an amplifier, an amp that has 100 watts per channel is a good amp to put it on. If you run it on the head unit, it'd probably be a little underpowered. It is 4 ohms, so no worries there. If you have an amp and it runs at 2, you can run 2 sets of these off of just 2 channels. So the nice part about the actual speakers are they're one of the few models that allow you to take 4 screws off the back and remove the cover. If your boat has an accessory color of green, let's say, and you want to paint this, I mean, that's up to you. You can certainly do that, and especially by being able to take it off, that's a big plus. Also, because it's marine, it was built to go right on the boat like this. It also comes with the actual ring on it, so there's no special mounting half from behind, half from in front, or trying to figure out how to get the cover to fit. This is all going to work no problem. Now, how they actually make this marine, well, besides of course being the marine color, which is for some trendy reason to be white, you look at the rest of it. So the driver itself is polypropylene and UV coated, so this way it's not going to become brittle over time. Also, the outside gasket, instead of being made out of sponge, is all made out of rubber. Again, big plus, makes it water repellent. So if water does hit it, boom, it's going to come off no problem. The inside gasket is also made out of rubber instead of having it being a material. And then the wires on this side are all rubber coated. Again, because they're copper wires and they would easily oxidize if they got wet or were sitting in humidity a lot. So all that's coated as well. Of course, the whole basket's made out of plastic, so this way it's not going to rust or scratch or age in any way. The rest of it is all waterproof as well. So it's water resistant right in here. It's real hard to see. So this is the actual membrane here that protects the magnet in the core and the coil all from actually getting rusty and seizing up because it got a lot of moisture in it. This allows air to go through, but it repels water. So that's a really neat thing. And again, at the end, the wires that follow through are all rubber coated to add extra protection so we don't oxidize down here as well. And that's how they make these marine speakers. And though I wouldn't necessarily run out the door and buy 6x9 speakers, maybe I'd get some, really heavy duty 6.5s, because you can get away with that too. But if you have a cutout, a lot of people do, I mean, it would be such a pain to not just be able to put some 6x9s right back in the boat. Doing it this way does it right, and there's not a lot of 6x9 options out there, so it's nice that this isn't just 6x9, but it's actually pretty good 6x9. The accessories that come with it, of course, you're going to get 2 sponge gaskets. That's going to go in between, stop it from vibrating and hold everything in place properly, which is really nice. Remember, that goes down from underneath. Also take the time to make sure that this is going to fit. Even though you have 6x9s, if they're close to the bench or close to the side, double check to make sure it fits in properly before you get into the whole install. They give you 2 sets of free wires with it, and when I use the word free, it's because you could always get better, but it's nice that they include it, because a lot of speaker companies, I'd say half of them, don't include any wires at all. So you're going to get the wires, which are pre-spaded up for you. Worst case scenario, if you don't have the ability to do this and you do want to improve the wire, the long length of wire that you install, 14 gauge, would be really good. And again, black and red zip wire, because that's not going to age. And if you don't want to get into doing the spades, I don't have a problem keeping 6 inches of this actual wire and making proper connections to the end. Remember, like all speakers, the connection right here going to the speakers is about the same gauge as the wire that they include for free. So if I ended up using another 6 inches of this because it was convenient, I don't have a problem. Carrying the heavy load that's why you have thicker wire, to get the distance. So I got it all the way from the head unit to here, and then I brought it down to the same size wire as we're using here. Is not a problem. Also in the box, you get 8 nickel plated screws, and this is so they don't rust when you use them. So it's nice to use these guys. It just gives you a nice clean look. Again, the PLMR692, the 6.9 is for the size, the 2 is because it's 2-way. Remember, you have a woofer and a tweeter, so you're going to get good mid-bass sound out of it, really nice, and you're going to get good clear highs. Again, really nice set of 6x9 speakers if you want to use them in your boat or anywhere else, of course, because you can always change the color of the cover by simply spray painting it. So I hope this video helped you out in your buying decision today, and maybe we'll see you in the next video. Like I say, thanks for watching. Bye for now.